I get it, so many gaming laptops look amazing on the product page, with glossy renders and bold 120Hz or RTX 3080 badges, but when you finally open the box the screen looks washed out, the fans scream, or the battery dies after an hour of a single-player session. That disappointment is what makes me pause before I click Add to Cart, especially when I'm spending close to $2,000 on a machine that's supposed to be my daily workstation, my esports rig, and the thing I'll take on a weekend trip to a friend's house. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm going to walk through why the ASUS ROG Strix G17, 2023, might be the one that actually lives up to the hype and why it could still be a miss for some. First off, the Strix G17 isn't trying to be a thin and light ultra-portable. It embraces the 17-inch chassis, which immediately tells you something about its priorities. The 17.3-inch QHD panel runs at 240 Hz, a refresh rate that most people only see in high-end esports monitors. In practice, that means if you're playing fast-paced shooters like *Valorant* or *Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2*, the extra frames are actually visible. I tested the laptop on a local LAN tournament, and the motion looked buttery smooth, no ghosting, no stutter even when the GPU was pushed to the limit. That's a concrete benefit you won't get from a 144Hz screen, especially when you're trying to track a moving enemy headshot at the edge of the frame. The heart of the machine is the AMD Ryzen 97945HX, paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070. Those chips are the latest generation and, on paper, they should demolish any modern title at high settings. In my own use case editing 4K video footage between gaming sessions, the CPU handled the Premiere Pro timeline without a hiccup, while the RTX 4070 kept *Cyberpunk 2077* at ultra-high with ray tracing on, delivering around 75 frames per second at the native QHD resolution. That's the sweet spot where you get visual fidelity without sacrificing smoothness. For a creator-gamer hybrid, that kind of dual performance is rare in a laptop at this price point. But the real world isn't just about raw numbers. The ROG Intelligent Cooling System is a series of dual fans, vapor chamber technology, and a set of heat pipes that ASUS claims will keep the laptop cool under load. What I actually saw was the fans ramping up to a noticeable whine during extended play, but they never crossed the threshold of becoming a distraction. The chassis stayed around 85 degrees on the CPU and 78 degrees on the GPU after 2 hours of continuous benchmarking, which is respectable for a 17-inch machine with that level of power. It also means you can sit on a couch or a desk for a marathon session without worrying about the laptop turning into a portable oven. One feature that often gets glossed over is the MUX switch with Advanced Optimus. Most laptops that combine an NVIDIA GPU with an integrated graphics chip have to route everything through the integrated GPU, which can sap a few % of performance. The MUX switch lets you bypass the integrated graphics entirely, feeding the display directly from the RTX 4070. In my tests, enabling the MUX mode gave me roughly a 510% FPS bump in *Fortnite* and *Apex Legends Star. The downside: you lose the ability to instantly switch to the power-saving integrated graphics, which means the laptop stays on the higher power envelope until you manually toggle it back. If you're often on the go and need every bit of battery life, that's something to keep in mind. Speaking of battery, the 90Wh pack gives you about 3 hours of mixed-usage gaming, streaming, and a bit of work. That's decent for a 17-inch, RT-Zen-enabled laptop, but it's still far from an all-day solution. If you plan to game away from a power outlet for more than a couple of hours, you'll need an external charger or a power bank that can handle the 230W draw. For a desktop replacement that stays plugged in most of the time, that's fine. For a true portable esports rig, it's a compromise. Now, who should actually consider buying this beast? If you're a competitive gamer who values high refresh rates, you'll love the QHD 240Hz screen and the RTX 4070's ability to keep frame rates high even with ray tracing enabled. If you're also a content creator who needs a fast CPU and a 1TB PCIe SSD for large project files, the Ryzen 97945HX and DDR5 4800MHz memory give you that extra headroom without a second machine. The inclusion of a free 90-day Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is a nice bonus, especially if you already have an Xbox ecosystem or want to try a broad library of titles without additional purchases. On the flip side, if you're looking for a lightweight travel laptop that can slip into a backpack and last a full workday on battery, the Strix G17 isn't the right fit. Its size and weight, around 6 pounds, make it less than ideal for commuters. Also, the 16 GB of DDR5 might feel limiting if you routinely run multiple VMs, heavy 3D rendering, or large datasets upgrading.